What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. You know what I'm doing. I'm on my way into the office. We're going to do what we do, make it do what it do on a regular basis. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, and then turn on your notifications. And if you have not already, make sure you tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. We got a New Year's Eve link up in Miami, so I'm gonna give y'all the location of that very soon. In addition to that, we got mastermind sessions coming through, exclusive content. Make sure you tap into the Discord if you have not already. It's in the description of any of the most recent videos, and then all of my exclusive interviews, uncensored, is dropping on the platform in its final form for the Patreon members. So, in addition to that, right, I want to talk about something that I'm going to deep dive into on the Millionaire Morning Show today. Do not fumble the bag for any woman. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Do not fumble the bag for any woman. If you look throughout history, okay, the greatest kingdoms, ones that ancestors before them, generations and generations of men have worked to build and secure, have been fumbled by the weak link in the family that decides that they want to put it all on the line for women. This has been detailed in books, history, and even movies, right? Even if you want to go into something like Troy, for example, that entire kingdom is at war for a woman. Now, this is not to disparage women, because women are going to do what women do. It's almost like it's like a tiger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't turn your back on a tiger and then not expect for it to go into a hunting position, regardless of how domesticated you think that tiger is. You have to move as a man and be secure in how it is that you're going to do things. Do not put your guard down. And that doesn't mean you can't trust people or anything like that, but you do not put yourself in a position to where you will then fumble the bag. Listen, one of the ways that I've been able to be successful throughout my life, not just my career in corporate America and business, content creation, or whatever, so on and so forth, is that I've always done good business. And doing good business requires you to have a clear head. And having a clear head comes along with not having anything that is preventing you from 100% being able to be focused, A, and then B, not being able to be compromised because you don't have anything that's pulling on you, anything that's requiring you to step outside of your character or move outside of your moral and ethics, and even your financial parameters, in order to ensure that you continue to secure the bag. It's a lot of different ways that guys fumble. Regular guys fumble, great guys fumble, and this is not just for people that have kingdoms or empires or a lot of money or anything like that. A lot of y'all find yourself in child support court because you just don't want to put on a rubber. You would be surprised. You would be surprised how many people that I talk to or coach or all of that other type of stuff, and they say, Anton, I just can't do it, bro. Or these women that's not using rubbers. And listen, outside of the possibility of receiving a venereal disease, you are going to be tied to that woman for the rest of your life because you think that your pullout game is dope. You fool. You a fool. You a whole fool, thinking that you smarter and you wiser than all of the billions and billions of men that came before you. You was a whole fool. You know how many people said that they thought that their pullout game was great, or it only took one time, and all of this other type of stuff? You was a fool. And y'all continue to pedestalize the box, and then you put yourself in a compromised position, or you have to see, you know, the thing about it is that you're not just with the kid for 18 years. Man, you tied to that woman for the rest of your life, because he's always going to be her son just as much as he's your son. And I see guys that built their empires and they worked their whole life, and you know, they'll fumble it by putting themselves in a compromised position with a chick that they don't even know that they met that same night. Or, you know, it's just so much foolishness. I see guys that'll work all week. You work 60, 50, 60 hours a week, and then you gonna go trick it off on a hoe. And let's be clear, there's a difference between a woman and a hoe, right? So if the shoe fit, wear it, and if you're not, if you know, hit dogs holler, if you're not a hoe, then you ain't gotta worry about this, because you know that I value my babies. You know I value my ladies. You know I value my women. You know I value my dope ladies that's super duper dope. I'm a patent that term, right? But my point is, I'm a trademark it. My point is that many of men thought that they were above, or you got googly-eyed, or you got glossy-eyed, and you thought that you was above it and that you was going to start to embrace the same things that wind up getting a lot of these other guys in trouble, and you're not above it. You are just like everybody else. You's a mark, you's a simp, and they seen you coming a mile away, and you just willingly ceded over everything that you've ever worked for in one night, all for a piece of the box. Listen, I ain't never seen, heard of, seen myself, none of that. I ain't never seen a piece of box that's worth your entire existence, your legacy, everything that you dedicated your life to. Stop being foolish. Stop being a whole fool, putting yourself and putting your legacy and everything that you work for and your businesses, the thing that you thought you was going to pass on to your son and your daughter and things like that. Now you got to give it all over, or you got to pay a portion of it out to somebody else, or you got to fumble the bag, or you got to crumble your empire because you wasn't focused and you're not looking at things from a business perspective and making smart decisions, but you're thinking with your emotions, because the box would do that to you. She gave you a little bit of head, and now you head over heels all over this chick. Come on, man, think clearly. Think clearly. Y'all don't know what PNC is, post-nut clarity? It's like taking a limitless pill after, like the millisecond afterwards. Come on, man, think clearly. What would you do, or how would you operate if you was looking from the outside in and looking at somebody else? No, but you find yourself in that position, and now you compromised. You can't think straight. You in love. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see how long that lasts. Listen, stay focused, stay vigilant. Do not put yourself in harm's way, and do not fumble the thing that you've worked your entire life for. We're going to detail it on the Millionaire Morning Show today. Don't fumble the thing that you worked your entire existence for in one fell swoop, because you could not focus on the thing that you're supposed to focus on, and you was more focused on the box instead. It's not worth it. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure again that you tap into the Patreon if you have not already. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and then turn on your notifications. More importantly, if you need to get in touch with me, email me at Anton Daniels 413@gmail.com, and I'm going to make sure that you get scheduled for a Zoom call or a personal call, and I'm going to get you taken care of, family. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.